Okay, so I've blocked in basically the overall shape of the head, the line or the position of the eyes, the center line, the vertical center line of the head, and he is sitting with an angled head in relationship to what is perpendicular and horizontal. So I want to make sure I get the attitude of the head, the way it's tilted, so that it becomes more expressive, and there are diagonals within the drawing that can play off of each other. When you have diagonal movement, diagonal axes within a drawing, there's more sense of life and movement and dynamic quality. So that's what I'm looking for. So the center line is actually a bit perpendicular to the line of the collar. And so that gives me anchor points or landmarks to play against. I've also looked at proportion, width to height, and I've laid in the locations of the eyes, the brow line, which is a little bit above the eyes, the base of the nose, and the mouth. He has a mustache, so the mustache is covering all of the upper lip. And so the lower lip is going to be right about in here, and then the ball of the chin is right in here. Another landmark for him in particular is that he has a dimpled area right in here, so I'm going to make sure I capture that. And there is one on the other side, because that is going to help shape the lower face. So now I'm going to look at bringing down the hairline. Into the jaw. Start reshaping that ear a little bit. The brows rise from the area of the nose toward the outside of the brow. So I'm just laying those in. Now I'm just starting to look at a few detail relationships. The shape of the eye, the upper lid, the lower lid, and how much of the iris of the eye is covered. When drawing eyes, always remember that they are spheres. So you have to get the roundness. So everything that you see around the eye is affected by the spherical understanding of the eyeball itself. Looking for planes, the different angles of the planes of the face. So the beard area is going to conform to the contours of the jaw. So the color that you're dealing with in terms of value, light, and shadow, in order to describe the beard, has to also describe the surfaces that the beard is laying on. Always be thinking about the anatomy, the structure underneath things, whether it's hair, whether it's clothing. And don't be afraid to correct your course as you're drawing. So remember that line, when you're outlining, is going to flatten form. So things will look more cartoonish, but we can't avoid line. Most people draw with a combination of line and shading. It's the shading that's going to create the illusion of three-dimensional volume. And in shading, all you're looking for is shapes, light shapes and dark shapes. And the combination of all those shapes communicates the form.